What's up? This is Talisman, and we're back doing the second mission in the starting tutorial agents missions on EVE Online. We finished last video. We did the covering the basics, the first mission in the tutorial, and now we are going to do the second mission, combat basics. I'm just going to start conversation with the mission agent, and we're going to accept the mission. So again, we're following along with the in-game tutorial. You need to follow along with the in-game tutorial because the tutorial will give you items that you need to complete your mission. So I'm going to click next on after, we just accepted the next mission, mission number 2, combat 6, and we're going to start with, let's see, opening the fitting service. You equip items to your ship by using the fitting service window. Open it now by pressing the highlighted button on the neocom. We're going to click that. Opens up. Okay, so there's our ship fitting window. Receive some new items and locating them in your hangar. You are now being given a weapon module and a repair module. To see them, open your inventory again and select your item hangar. So we're going to click on our, let's see, this window opens your inventory window. We'll click on that. Okay, so fitting modules to your ship. Modules will always fit in one of 3 slot types on board a ship: high, medium, or low. So the high slots are up here, medium slots off to the right, low slots are on the bottom. To install the weapon module, 125mm Gatling autocannon 1, drag it from your item hangar to the center of the fitting service window where your ship is displayed. Repeat the process to fit the repair module, a civilian shield booster if necessary. Remove a module simply by dragging it to your ship and fitting it back in your hangar. Okay, so I've already put that on, but I can drag it back. We can just drag, drop it, it locks up to where it's supposed to go. Drag and drop the shield module, drop that, we're going to hit next. Undocking. As soon as your ship is fitted and you're ready, press the undock button. And I'm going to put some stuff in there. Let's see. Okay, so we're ready to go. We're going to hit undock. And once we've hit undocked, we're going to hit next. Warping to the mission. I have my mission window open. I'm just going to right click and say warp. You can also go down to combat basics on the little agent tab here and hit warp to location. I'm going to close the window, zoom into my ship again. Okay. Our ship has just entered warp, and we're going to hit next. Loading your weapon. Your faction's weapon fire projectile ammo. I am the Minmatar, and that is the weapon types that are used with the Minmatar. It'll be different if you're playing with one of the other races, obviously. A small stack of ammo has been placed inside your ship's cargo. To load it into your weapon, right-click the weapon module and select EMPS. So I'm just going to right-click. It's the first thing that shows up, EMPS. Click that, and it's cycling, and it will load. Learning about different types of ammunition. Different types of ammunition will affect the range and damage of your weapons. You can see your current values in the tooltip when you hover over a weapon. So there you go. Just hover over, and it has all sorts of different stats and things there. Our fall-off range is 4,400 meters, optimal range within 400 meters. Damage per second, and what type of damage it causes. Alright, so we're ready to activate the gate and enter the mission proper. Just activate that and hit next. Okay, so your first objective is to destroy the fuel depot inside this area. You must establish a sensor lock on a target before you can fire your weapons. So bring up the radial menu on the fuel depot and select lock target. Okay, so we just warped into the mission. The fuel depot is being pointed out by this sweet floating green target. So I'm going to left click and lock target on my radial menu. I've locked the target. Once you are locked, left click your weapon module and you'll begin firing on your target. Boom, firing. If you find you're constantly missing, it likely means you're out of range. Use the radial menu to move closer to the depot. So we can right click and we can approach. We're hitting it, so I'm not worried about it. Taking some damage. So once you've destroyed the fuel depot, I'm going to cause some damage to your ship. Don't worry, you're going to learn how to repair it. Click next once it's blown up. Using the head-up display to monitor the status of your ship. In the upper half you can see 3 concentric white readouts showing you the stats of your shield, armor, and structure. Damage is applied to these 3 defensive layers in that order, so when your structure is destroyed, your ship will explode. You can see from the red section that you've taken some damage, so you'll want to repair your ship. Activate your repair module by clicking on its icon, which is just below your weapon module. Next, when you've activated your repair, so we just click on it and see it cycles, and we can see the damage is slowly being repaired to our shields. I'm going to hit next. Learning about shields and armor. I'll let you guys read that. We'll deactivate. Let's hit next. Okay. Let's activate the next gate. When you enter the next area, you will be attacked by hostile ships with red crosses as their brackets. Anything that shows up as a red cross is a valid target and will usually attack on site. Regularly non-capsular vessels will be easier for you to fight, whereas you can expect other players like yourself to be cunning, vicious, and deadly in combat. Yeah, pretty much people are going to scam, screw, and destroy you no matter what they can do. So once you're ready for combat, alright, we're already warped in, destroying the target. Just like that with the fuel depot, you need to target the ship and activate your weapons. So we're just going to lock target. And the ship is still 19 kilometers out. If we go down to the buttons next to our HUD, we can click Tactical Overlay. And if we zoom out here, you can see the ship approach. It's right up next to us within range, but it was clear out on the edge of our targeting circumference, I guess you could say. So now that it's close, let's see. We're just going to target him and blow him up. And there'll be 2 enemies. So we'll just shoot this one and blow him up. The next ship, you can notice on your overview the red cross. We can left click and lock target. He's flying in here really fast. We'll start our weapon again. You'll notice with this tactical overlay, as I hover over my weapon, you can see the optimal range in this bubble. The fall off is the larger bubble, and then the optimal range is the small bubble right next to me. Kind of crappy weapons, but that gives you an idea of how spatially how the weapons work. So we've blown up both of those ships. I'm going to open up my conversation to make sure we've achieved both of our objectives are finished, so we can head back. I'm just going to hit dock. If you get lost and you don't know where to go, you can right click, or just, let's see, what is this, left click? You can go over to the Combat Basics mission here, and the home base is on here, so you can hit dock that way if you get lost. You can hit start conversation, and next to the portrait of the mission agent is their home base. You can right click and hit dock. In the starting mission areas, the starting mission systems, there's only one space station. So if you're looking at your overview, the square is the station, and I can just right click and hit dock because there's only one station in this area. So we've returned to base. We're going to hit next, replacing your old repair module with a much better one. Open your inventory and go to the item hanger selection. Next, I've actually put it in here. Let's see. Click here to open the fitting window. So now we can take off that civilian module, and if you notice, this new module that she gives you requires shield operation level 1. That skill that we were given to train is required to fit that. So you're not going to be able to fit it if you get back before your skill training is done. So I've put that one on, and we're going to hit next. Finding your skills in the character sheet. We've already talked a little bit about skills. I'll go over those a little bit later after we go over all of these starting tutorial missions. Training. Okay, so she's wanting you to train frigate level 3, and that will be for later on in the career agent tutorials after these. Hit next. Learning how to queue up additional skills. We're going to go over that after we're done with these 4 missions. Setting a destination to another starbase. Request another mission for me. Open the conversations and hit accept. Okay, so this is where we're going to stop, and we'll be doing the next mission in the next video. The Academy is the next mission. So we will catch you later.